Can we name the address, please?
No, I'll wait. I'm slow tonight.
Tim Murphy, Knoll Road. One quick question. What happened to number 19 on the agenda?
I think that's skipped.
I guess it didn't matter?
What is it?
Public input. That's where we are.
No, number 19. Building height.
It's a building height in the park.
Maybe that was taken off.
Oh, John Irish.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to make such a question out of all that. Number 4 from last week on page 35 of the meeting minutes, I asked you guys about a sidewalk by Walmart, and I wondered what was going to come back from that. You said you'd respond this week.
Jay, what's our position when it comes to businesses that are in place already and when we've never asked for sidewalks? Is there a position that you've taken, or the planning board that you know of?
We don't have any procedure to go out and ask somebody that's established to put a sidewalk in at this time.
Maybe they can't afford it?
There is no legal position for me to walk over to your business and tell you to build a sidewalk.
Why wasn't it done in the first place, sir?
Gosh. Maybe I wasn't here back 50 years ago.
Walmart.
I mean, there's, no, that question has been answered to you time after time.
It's a public safety issue.
The Walmart project was built. Walmart does not face or does not place on Route 11. Those are out parcels that are owned by the Seco Corporation, and the sidewalks will be built and according to the planning board approval of site plans for those lots when they're developed.
So is that,
Those are vacant lots right now.
so that's phase 2 you're telling me then? Sidewalks
It's
come to phase
whatever phase that they come in at.
But don't you think it's a safety issue, all the people walking down Route 11, that they should have the sidewalk?
If I was in the safety business, I would be building the town at a different rate. I'm not a traffic engineer. I'm not an engineer.
I still think they should be there. I mean, you got Target across the street, this nice French company comes in, puts in a beautiful sidewalk.
Gosh,
beautiful
they have
buffer.
sidewalks, don't they? Because that was part of the site plan that the planning board approved.
That's wonderful, but we should have it on this side of the street, instead of crossing.
I'm not telling you, Mr. Murphy, that there won't be sidewalks in front. What I'm telling you is it was not part of the Walmart project.
Well, I think it was a big oversight, in my opinion.
Mr. Murphy, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay, enough of the debate, I apologize for that. I also asked a question, and I think Mr. Canarelli was going to answer it about phase 2, and if this wasn't technically phase 2 with the development. Remember when I handed it to you? I have it right here if you don't remember.
No, are you talking the Walmart sidewalks again?
No, shop 3 in the back of the houses on Knoll, we're trying to get a fence and a berm. And we had talked to you about it being technically phase 2 because they're removing the dirt, and you said you would get back to me on that issue.
I don't recall that. What I did is after the last meeting, I wrote a letter to the board and I basically just confirming what Jay said relative to the sidewalks. I don't believe you've talked to me on the berm in phase 2. I didn't recall.
Well, technically, let me ask you something. In your opinion, would it technically be phase 2 for removing all the dirt for Ducks Unlimited or whatever the mitigation was?
I'm not going to answer questions relative to the planning board because I am not representing at the planning board.
So it's a planning board issue?
It's a planning board issue. I would suggest those questions go to the planning board, Mr. Parrish of our office, and Mr. Leone. You asked at the last meeting relative to sidewalks. I wrote this board a letter. I went back and I researched it because I said then that I wasn't at the hearings when all that stuff was discussed. And I went back and as Jay just said, it's our understanding that the intent is to have the sidewalks when the out parcels within. I copied the planning board chairman on that letter, and I suggested that this board confirm that with them, that that's their intent. That's O'Brien and Gear's understanding.
Would there be a chance that that copy could be included in the meeting minutes of this particular meeting?
It's up to the board. I'm sure they can do that.
Can the board do that?
Why not?
Should,
It's essentially Tracy's decision.
Tracy, can I have that included in the meeting minutes? Okay. Thank you very much for your time. And Mr. Seitz, I'm sorry if I gave you a hard time.